Okay, so I'm going to talk you through the features of Clicker 8. So you just click on New Document and it'll take you to this screen. And I'm talking you through some of the features of the toolbar here. So the first one I'm going to look at is the predictive text. So if you click on the box that has the 1, 2, 3 on it, then when you're typing, it will come up with predictive text for what it thinks you're trying to write. So I'm just going to demonstrate that. Okay, so the boy, it's just being slow because I'm screen sharing. Obviously the children wouldn't type that fast. So I'm just going to pause here and show you. So if I'm going to type the word forest, so I'm just going to start trying to sound out the word forest for and you can see already that it's come up with the word forest as the second guess. Now, I can either click on the number 2 or I can left click to put that into the document. If I right click on the word, it will actually read that out to me. So it will read the word forest, and then I can decide whether I want to put it into the document or not. So if I left click, it will put the word forest into the document. If I do a full stop,
the boy was in the forest.
You can see the red going across the line there. That's the computer program reading it back to me, saying the boy was in the forest. So there's two features there, predictive text, and then the full stop where it reads the whole sentence back to me. So I can decide whether it makes sense, whether I need to add in some more interesting vocabulary, and also it encourages people to remember full stops, because if you haven't put one for a while, you haven't listened back for a while, you probably need a full stop. So it's quite good for teaching punctuation as well. If you want to hear a chunk of text, but you don't want to do a full stop, you can just highlight the text that you want to listen to and press on the speak button, and it will highlight you've selected. So if you've written a whole paragraph and you want to listen to the whole paragraph in one go, you can highlight the whole paragraph and press on the speak button, and it will read the whole thing to you. It's got a really good spell check function. So if I'm going to make a mistake and show you that. So if I put 2 R's in forest, there's 2 ways I can check my spelling. I can immediately see it's got a red line underneath it, and I can right click and it will give me some suggestions. Again, I can right click on the suggestions to listen to them, or left click to put them into the document. So then it's done. Or I'm just going to
forest boy.
A couple of mistakes, and then I could go on the ABC with the tick, spell check the document, and it's going to work through the document, suggesting words at the bottom, correct spellings at the bottom. So again, I can right click to listen to it, left click to put the correct one into the document, and then when I finished my spell check. So we've covered predictive text, speak the text, spell check. You can add pictures by clicking on the picture button. If you browse, click on browse, there are many pictures already on here in CricPix 2 in the library. So if you want to add a picture for someone to describe, you can click on the category, there we go, and choose a picture, and then insert the picture into your document, and it will come up in your document ready to be described. So that can really help with the memory load of a piece of work. If you've got something right in front of you to describe, it's easier than having to come up with something from your imagination and then describe that. So you could then describe that picture. So the flowers, it's normally much quicker than this coming up with predictive text. It's just because I'm screen sharing. So the flowers were beautiful. Okay, I pressed number 1 there to put that word in.
The flowers were beautiful.
So that's how to add a picture. You can change your font by clicking on the format the text button. You can change the font, make it nice and big. You can change the background colour. And the last one I wanted to show you was the voice note. So if you click on record voice note here on the little microphone button, you can add a voice note. So what you can do is you can plan your writing. So you can plan up to 6 voice notes. You can add 6 voice notes into your document, and you can listen back to them at any point by clicking on them. So you could plan all your work verbally, put in 6 post-it notes, voice notes, and then listen back to them as you're typing. Now, the advantage of that is as you're listening back to them, you're not having to remember the sentence as you're typing. So you can just focus on the spelling, the punctuation, and you don't even have to worry about the vocabulary because it's already done because you've recorded it and you're just focusing on the technical skills of getting it down. So I'm just going to demonstrate how to do that. Are really supportive for any children with memory difficulties, this function. So you press on the red circle It might say preparing and just wait for it to say recording. And when it says recording, you can record your voice note onto there. So it's recording now. So I could say there were purple flowers. You press stop. You can listen back to it to check that you're happy with it. And then when you're happy with it, you can press done. And it will stick it onto your document there. If you save your document, your voice notes will also save a part of the document now. So like I said, you can save up to 6 of those, and you can press on it to listen back to that sentence at any point as you're trying to type that sentence out. So that's, I would say, the main features of Clicker 8 in this document. I'm just going to show you something. When you save your document, one of the features of Clicker 8 is that you can save it as a Word document. So you can go here, right down the bottom where it says save as type. Obviously, to save the file, you change the file name. It says save as type. You can go on the little arrow, save that as a Word document. And that means it's much easier to share. If you're uploading it to Google Classrooms or you're emailing it to someone, they might not have Clicker 8, but they can then open the document. And that's it for today. I hope you found that intro to Clicker 8 helpful. Thank you.